What's up, y'all, and welcome to the vlog. Haven't been doing much of anything. Been spending a lot of time on the river. Not with a lot of success, but, you know, I'm trying. I'm sure I'll find a fish. And here comes the wind. Well, guys, I hope everybody out there is doing good, being safe and healthy and all that good stuff, and enjoying your boredom of hell, I guess you would call it. All right, let's get to it. We haven't been bored, but they might be bored. That's why I'm trying to give them content so that they're not bored. Is that pretty? Is it pretty? You don't want to look at it? It's bright. I know. It's bright. Here, let's turn around. See if we get you to look. Hey, Ray, what's going on? See, I'm being a butt. Why don't you look this way? Look this way, yeah. It won't hurt your head. I decided just to come home. I had 8 more lines to check. I didn't get anything on the first several, so if there's anything on them, maybe it'll get off. If they're still on them, hopefully they can wait till tomorrow and they survive. I mean, it's one of those things. The reason why I decided to come home, I had the engine running, and I wasn't too confident. I'm sure I would have figured it out. I'm sure I would have figured it out. But at the time, with the sun going down, no lights on my boat, you know, I'm prepared for a lot of things, but, you know, I would have pretty much had to spend the night out there on the river and wait till the morning to get home if I turned off this engine. So I decided it was best for me to come home, ignore the lines that I had left to check, and get this thing to the house where it's safer to work on it. I know a lot of y'all people are probably going to be like, well, you should always be prepared. I have a lot of things in my boat box that I feel like would have taken care of the situation. But again, like I said, since I had the engine already running, I felt like it was safer just to come home. And plus, we have more storms coming in, winds coming in, so, you know, I feel like it was a safe call. Got a lot of, hey, like the wind's starting to pick up now. I don't know, can y'all see me like that? Probably not. See if we could get you, you're not gonna see my face, but we're gonna have you right there where you can see what I put out. So I got an extra shirt. That's not always in there, I just had one. I got a box with the headlamp. Yeah, that could have gotten me home if I got stuck, but extra batteries, a lighter if I need to start a fire, a marker to redo some of my tags. I got a limb cutter. I have some regular cutters. Actually, I don't even think these were supposed to be in here, but now this is what I think this might be too big. This is a 10mm ratchet, 3/8 ratchet, so we'll see what that is. Got some fishing line, more fishing line. Oh, that's 10-pound and 30-pound fishing line. I got my limb line box. I have a backup bait fish box or a survival box. Game scissors, limb cutters, I guess a bigger limb cutter, I don't know what you would call it exactly. Extra line, that's the line that I use for limb lining. That's the 113-pound, I think. Some duct tape. Of course, by law, you have to have a fire extinguisher on anything that has an engine. I have 2 dock lines. Pretty much use that for anything. Extra motor oil. Phillips head screwdriver. Some dry rags. I always have a handkerchief somewhere around me or on me. And you can use this for several reasons. Whether it's filtering out water or whatever. This can go a long way. Even a bandage. Extra plug. Extra hooks. Needle nose. I do have my fillet knives in here just in case I decide to clean the fish while I'm on the river. That way I could get rid of the extras. Here goes some bigger line. I use this for the minnow traps. It's a little bit thicker. Probably use that as a trot line and then run these lines on it. I haven't decided if I want to run trot lines again. I mean, that's... funnel. Hooks. Skinners. Backup propellers. This is actually used to save yourself when you fall out of the tree and you're hunting and you're hanging by your harness. You can actually grab a hold of the tree and wrap it around the trunk and then get your foot in it and try to get some pressure off of your legs. A lot of people don't understand how important it is to get that pressure off of your inner thigh. You hang there long enough, you'll pass out. I don't know the exact words from it, but I don't want to experience it, so I'm just playing things safe. Crescent wrench, this is what I was saying. I'm sure I would have figured it out, so... Flathead, extra pocket knife, face paint, another extra boat plug, an extra nut for the end of my shaft just in case, because these are notorious from falling off. And now this is what I was getting at. This might help me replace my pull cord. So I put this in here for an emergency, so we'll see if this works. And then I actually have an emergency pull cord. Extra fillet knife, extra limb line, twine. So we are actually going to see if what I have right here, if I was on the river, could I replace or at least get the engine started? Like I said, I'd rather do that here in the driveway instead of actually on the river. Cumberland's really strong, and I'm sure a lot of rivers around here is just the same. So let's see if we could get this thing fixed and not touch any more tools on the... Basically use everything in this box. So let's see if we can do this. And of course, I always have a fishing pole and or gig with me, or a spear. So if I had to spend a week on the river, I could survive, but... You always want to play it safe. Always want to play it safe. So I feel like this is bigger than or smaller than 10 millimeter. Pretty sure. Yep. So that's got to be an 8. And it even says 8 on the bolt. So I need to remember to throw an 8 millimeter socket into my kit. This one adjusts most of the bolts on the top side of the engine. So I need to add an 8 millimeter. Make my life easier. So... that's not going to work. Let's go to the crescent wrench, which I already know is probably going to be a pain in the butt. And it is big. Holy cow. This might take some time. Uh-oh. This would be good for everything else on the engine except for this, I guess. Manufacturers and their grooves of everything just can't make it flat, make it easy on everybody. They always gotta make that extra money. All right, let's try the needle nose. I feel like I'm gonna strip it out with the other one. So. Hey! So I made the good call. I thought I was prepared. I would have been, a good thing is, is I always try to go upriver when I set my lines in case I ever have engine problems. That way I could just float down. So I always have a backup plan. But apparently I was not ready for this. Yep, 8mm. And the wind's blowing. So hopefully y'all can still hear me. My horses are freaking out. What are they freaking out about? Come on, guys. That ain't nothing to you. Neighbor's bringing in an empty trailer. Nah, I don't want to hear it. All right, so I got it off. It wasn't very... So we got to remember the white mark. That's where we need to put our knot. And then we need to remember the rotation, which is very easy. We need to have the rope going through here. So we got to start it here and wrap it this way. That way we come out. Wherever you see the hole coming out at, the rotation is going this way. So when you put it in, you got to go in this way. What now? What were you saying? You threw me off.
For a second, I thought you were talking to me, and I was about to say, babe, I'm not even listening.
Oh. Okay. Anyways, I haven't found one to go in the opposite direction, so I think most of the engines with the pull cord start, they all go the same direction. All right. Yeah, let's see if this works. So this is my backup. I don't want to use this, but I'm going to use it as a reference of how long my cord needs to be. And there goes the wind. Ray, where you clothes? Ray, where you clothes? You just enjoying the good weather? You free? Alright, let's undo this and see if it's long enough or the same length as this one. And then if it is, we could put a knot in it. Take this handle off, which is easy. It's got a cap on the end of it. You see how it comes off? And then you pull that, and then on the other side of that cap, you'll see the knot. There, well, there it is, right there. Maybe I could do this one hand. Look at that. So you just gotta make a knot, feed it through there, and boom, done. Connect it back up. Undo this knot. That's gotta be long enough. Oh yeah, that's gotta be long enough. Where's my emergency cord? Yep, oh no. Okay, it's gotta be long enough. We're gonna make it work. Let's just say I was on the river and I had all my tools and this was the only thing I had. Let's make it work. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna say this. I know I could have used the string or the twine or whatever I had and whatever, but one thing that I'm adding to my boat box is a bundle of paracord. And the reason being is trying to get in the handle. It was too thick and I couldn't get in the handle and I had to get my drill. So what did we learn from this? I wasn't fully prepared and I would have died on the river. No, but seriously, I would have just either camped out, or which I've done before, or just floated down the river back to the boat ramps. But good news is I will be a little bit more prepared for next time. So I've been fooling with this for some time, and I can reset it and get it on there and start the engine, but this is definitely not a fix because it won't reset all the way. Well, I figured out why I wasn't pulling back. I went to retension the spring, because sometimes they'll get undone when you're doing a job like this. No, I think the spring pretty much had enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't look springy anymore.
No. And I don't think there's enough there for me to remake one either.
Nope. Well, that stinks.
It happens. I could still start it, it just won't have a spring to it. I'll just have to do it old school like they do in Thailand.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you put the cord on it and you pull it and you start it up.
She said, okay, I see me.
What? You ready for bed?
And I think she's teething.
Oh, she's teething.
But I think she's getting vampire teeth first.
Vampire teeth first? Oh, you're gonna look funny. Yeah.
Don't call me funny, I tell you.
Well, let's see. One thing that we're gonna keep in the box. Well, that's my 10mm. That goes back in here. I already got one of those. Where's my 8mm? Uh-oh. There it is. So that can go in the box. This can go back in the box. And I'm adding these. Pretty sure if I had these, I could probably figured out a way to get those bolts off. So I'm gonna throw those in there as well, just in case. Just in case. And I'm gonna have to order either a new spring or a new starter. So for now, I'm gonna see if I can actually still get on the river by doing the old school, like wrap it around the, I think there's a flywheel. I don't know. I feel like this would be a flywheel. I don't know a lot of specifics of names and engines. I just, I know it's a thingamajig that runs the doodad, and you gotta have the thingamabob to, that's me. That's how I am. So I'm working on the actual terms of everything. It's only taken me 30-something years. But let's see if we could put the rope around this and still start it up that way. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but really the only time I use the engine is to get to and from my spots. So most of the time I'm using a paddle. Let's give it a try. Oh, and if you are watching this vlog and you don't understand why I'm trying to do it this way, I can order the part. But it's gonna take a while to get to me, and I got lines still sit out there. And right now we're in this quarantine, stay at home, or try not to be out in public and everything. So really the only thing I've pretty much been doing is going to the river and staying at home as much as possible. So yeah, so I'm just basically trying to see if the world shut down, could I do this? Is it possible? I know it's possible. I just don't know if it'll work on this guy. So let's give it a try. Oh, was making sure I was still recording. So I'm gonna go through here, hold it, and I need to pull that way, so I need to get the string this way, turn it on, throttle up. Do I have fuel? A little bit, enough to start it. All right, let's see if I was stuck on the river, could I still get this thing started? I say I could. Yes. It's always fun when, I've done it with lawnmowers and stuff before, but, doing it with something new, even though I knew there was a good chance of it working, still feels good, though, every time it does work. Well, guys, that's it for today's vlog. Trying to get this thing fixed. Y'all, stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe, listen to the doctors. Thanks for watching the vlog. I love each and every one of y'all. God bless.